What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Gaming with the Broscast.
What's going on? Episode number 59. I'm Nick, joined by my brother Harrison, as always.
As always. What's going on, Nick? How was your week this week?
My week has been very, very, very busy. Just, it's busy season at work, so naturally,
Yeah.
with all these audited financials going out, we're naturally pretty busy. Was supposed to have today off, or we officially had Martin Luther King Day off, but I've been working all weekend, including today. So it's kind of a bummer. Haven't had much time to relax or play any games, but I've been sneaking in some Assassin's Creed here and
Nice.
there, and playing a little bit of Beat Saber, and just enjoying my time while I can. But
Cool.
But yesterday, so Alicia was downstairs and I was upstairs working, and she was cooking a plantain in the microwave.
Okay. Okay.
So kind of like a banana.
Yeah.
But apparently you can heat it up in the microwave and it tastes really good.
Yeah. I like to. I'll take them and I'll slice them up, and then I'll put them in like oil and fry them up a little bit, and then you put in the oil for about a minute until they get like kind of soft, and then you take them out, and then you get some sort of cup or something that's like flat on the bottom, and you squish them down, and then you cover it in like garlic, salt, and like onion powder or whatever, and then you put it back in the oil, and it's like a fried plantain chip, and they're really good.
Well, chippy, nice.
Yeah, they're good. But continue on. Sorry.
Good. So she made like a first batch, and you put like 2 in the microwave and heat it for like 12 minutes, and that was fine. And then she did 1 in the microwave and did it for 10 minutes. And I guess she was a little distracted while it was heating up, but it started smoking, and it smoked up the whole kitchen and set off the fire alarm. So I was upstairs, and I heard some alarm going off. So like, just in an act of panic, I ran downstairs and I jumped down the last 3 steps. So normally that'd be fine, but because we're in a loft upstairs, the archway to the door is really low. So I clipped my head on the doorway.
We were just talking about last week how like we're getting older, like just hurting ourselves for no reason.
So I clipped my head pretty bad, and my glasses fall off. I fall to the floor, and Alicia yells up to me to come down, and I'm just like bleeding. I
am down.
So I have this little red mark on my head.
Oh my gosh.
We did some concussion tests and everything.
Yeah.
It was fine, but God, it hurts so bad. It's one of those things where you feel it in your teeth. Because it's just like, I don't know, just the impact of it kind of rattles your teeth. But man, like, what a series of unfortunate events where, the fire department came because we couldn't figure out how to turn off the alarm. So they show up at the door. Good. I
take it was her parents not home?
No, they weren't home. They gave us the code, but the code didn't work. But the fire department came in and knocked on the door, and they just seemed kind of like, they're like, "You good?" Like, "Yeah, sorry." This like we were just, I don't know. We kind of wasted their time, but
they could have had a worse call. Who knows?
Yeah. I guess this is an easy call for them.
Yeah.
But it was
did it like check you out, make sure you're good?
No, but like Alicia answered the door, and I was just standing behind her with a bag of ice on my head. And they just
like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A series of unfortunate events, and God, yeah. So my head hurts a little bit. No other symptoms though of a concussion, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, exciting Sunday for sure. And then,
oh my gosh,
later on in the day, Alicia was boiling something for like 3 hours, boiling peanuts, and left it on too long, and it burned. Or it didn't cause any smoke, but it just like, she just burned the peanuts. I'm like, you're done with the kitchen for a while.
Yeah, let's take a break. Let's eat out.
Yeah, let's not cook for a while.
That's quite unfortunate. But I mean, so I'm sure like stuff like that happens all the time, where like whether it's police or firefighters get called for something that is not quite as serious as I guess you would imagine. I mean, it's just smoking, and if you were able to get to the microwave in time and unplug it and whatever, it's probably fine. But just the fact that you just almost took yourself out, just I'm
Y-
sure that happens. That's got to happen all the time, where people just
Yeah.
like are just like in a panic and just like in
We
a
were
rush
very
mode and just
flustered because
yeah.
I was, worrying about my head and she was trying to get all the smoke out.
My gosh.
And it's quite the mess. But how was your week?
Not quite that exciting, I guess. Just kind of, I mean, same old week. Definitely. I mean, I had today off, so that was really nice going into like a 3-day weekend, and then
Yeah.
coming into like a 4-day work week. That's good. I don't know. Watched a lot of football. Like what caught the playoff games and stuff on Saturday and Sunday. Um, yeah, played a lot of Dragon Ball Z on Saturday. They have released a new character on Friday, Super Baby 2. So that was fun playing.
Ooh.
I have no idea who Super Baby is. I know he's from GT, so he's not technically canon. I think he's according, because like every character has like an intro when you whoever's your first starting lineup. So like it'll
Mhm.
show whether they're fusing or whatever. So he's some sort of like parasite that takes over Vegeta, because he's like in Vegeta's
Okay.
body. But it's other than that, I could not tell you anything. But he's fun. He's quite fun to use. That game is so much fun, but when you play online, and I can pretty much hold my own for the most part,
Mhm.
but a lot of times people will not use any of their specials on the first fight. So like, of course I'll win because I'm using my specials, so I blow them out of the water, and then like the next fight they start using theirs and just kill me. I'm like, this is not even fun. So like, I'm to the point now because in ranked,
Yeah.
um, it's the best of two. So it's like whoever gets 2 wins first wins. So
Oh,
now,
best of three?
well, best of 2. Like well,
Wouldn't that be best of three if whoever gets two first?
yeah, yeah, you're right, but it's like it's a star system, so you have to win twice, I guess. So like, yeah, I guess it'd be the best of 3 then. But like it's a star system, so you have to get to 2 stars first. So yeah, that makes sense. But whatever. So now I'm just to the point where if I win the first round, I'll just quit, because like I know that they're gonna like they're not, especially if they don't use any of their moves.
Yeah.
I guess they try to prove themselves that they can beat somebody without using it. So
That's so dumb.
yeah, it's pretty frustrating, because there's been a lot of times where I'm like, yeah, dude, I killed this guy. I'm gonna like beat him again, and he just like destroys me. So I'm like, you know what? If I win the first time, I'm just gonna quit. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So
Like, are you a pretty good rank right now?
I don't really know like the whole ranking system. I've got
Okay.
like 450,000 battle points for whatever that's
Sounds like a
worth.
lot.
Yeah, I mean, I've played like almost 400 matches or something online. So, but I mean, there's people that have like 1,000. So it does pretty well with like with pairing you up with, because with people that are pretty close to your skill.
Mhm.
But even then, like you come across people that will just
Just sweep
are
you.
like God mode. But before we get into the games we've been playing, Nick and I discussed a little bit ago, earlier this week, we're going to start a new segment on the show. And basically, since we're kind of in like a new decade,
2021.
yeah,
Yeah. We're in the 20s
2021.
now.
So we're basically going to go from every week, we're going to talk about the games that came out that same week 10 years ago.
It's a 2011.
Yeah. So it's not going to completely match up, just because dates obviously change a little bit, but we're going to try our best to kind of stick within that week. So this is going to be
Yeah.
the week of whatever, January 18th, all the way back to 2011. So and we're not going to talk about every like shovelware game, or kind of the bigger stuff. So
Yeah. Bigger
one of the
piece.
bigger games that came out is Little Big Planet 2. I that's just one series, Nick, that I think I played the demo for maybe it was Little Big Planet 2 that when it first came out, I played the demo of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I just could not really get into it. I don't know if it was just like the controls of it that were kind of like it was kind of it felt like felt mushy, I guess.
Kind
Um,
of floaty.
kind of float a lot like kind of maybe we'll talk about this, but like little Nightmares 2, how they kind of have like that floaty kind of jump to it. Same with like
Yeah.
Limbo and Inside. They're kind of all in the same vein of like kind of that floaty kind of platformy jump kind of thing. That's kind of where and granted I haven't played this game since probably 2011. So I mean I can't it's hard to kind of go back to it and think about. But that's how I remember it. Um,
Okay.
but the stuff that I've seen people be able to do with that game are insane.
Wait,
Just
what? Can you build your own maps? Is that what it?
yeah.
Because
So
I
that
never
was
played this
yeah. That
series
was kind
before.
of like yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a Mario Maker nowadays, but
Okay.
just the stuff that you could manipulate in the world, like you could make all kind of genres. It was very very intricate. Um, just some of the stuff that I've seen back then,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was always a cool franchise. I don't know. Ever since I got out of that Far Cry phase, I never really went back to that and like Halo Forge. I never really went back and like was super like into creative mode for some stuff.
Yeah. I guess you burned yourself out making us all
Obstacle,
those
man,
obstacle maps to play through. I
so much fun.
I never got into the Little Big Planet because I didn't get into PlayStation until the PS4. Really.
Yeah,
I played a little bit of PS2,
yeah,
but
yeah. I mean,
nothing.
we had PS2. We had. Well, I think I got the PS3
Yeah, you had it, but I
at
never
some
really
point.
played it.
Yeah,
Um, what was this? This was a big franchise for PlayStation back in the day, right? Like this was a big release, or
it was, but it wasn't. I don't think it ever sold like millions and millions. It was never a huge franchise. I think it
okay,
sold well enough for it to be, considered kind of. I mean, like a little bit like Sackboy is like I would consider that like a mascot for Sony at this point. Um,
I mean, I guess they're. Did
I
they
mean,
ever release that game, Sackboy: A Big
no,
Adventure?
not did they?
I, I don't know.
I thought they did. Maybe
Maybe I think it was a launch game
I'm pretty sure it was.
because that I keep confusing that and Astro's Playroom.
Yeah, it came out. I mean, it got like, I mean, like IGN gave it an 8 out of 10. So I mean, it's
I heard it was a pretty good contender to Mario.
yeah, it
For what
came
it's
out
worth.
on PS4, PS5.
So
Both of
it's. I
those.
mean,
So
the
so yeah,
franchise is still going on to this day, which is pretty cool.
yeah.
Guess it's a little different now, but yeah,
Yeah, that this one's. I think this one doesn't have any sort of. The newest one doesn't have any sort of like building in it. I could be wrong, but I think it's
it's
more
just a
focused
three
on
platform.
more focused on platform stuff. Which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just one franchise for Sony that I never really got into just because I just wasn't super into crafting. But the next game that came out was Mass Effect 2 on the PS3. It was released on Xbox 360 first.
I didn't
I
know
guess
this
as
was a exclusive to Xbox for a year.
yeah. Mass Effect 1. I don't know if that ever came out to PS3, but that was an Xbox exclusive, and then Mass Effect 2 was I think it was like a year exclusive, something like that.
Okay.
Um, Probably my favorite Mass Effect. It was definitely my favorite Mass Effect game in the franchise. It was kind of like I don't know. It was back in the day where like sequels were just blowing away everything. Like I mean, stuff like Dead Space 2,
Yep.
Mass Effect 2. Um, I would even say Bioshock 2. Honestly, Bioshock 2 was so good. Uh,
Yeah,
and,
there was
and,
just this like string of a few years where every sequel was just hitting it really hard.
mhm. And two really. I think one the story's fantastic. Just the combat it was so strange. It was definitely built for PC, ported over to Xbox kind of thing. Because like you stop the world and stuff like, or you stop like time and kind of maneuvered your people. And this still had that same general idea, but it was a lot faster combat, and the actual like third person shooting was a little bit more on par with like Gears, and I think once Gears came into the picture, it really kind of changed the game for third person shooters. But
In the first one, could you actively like look and shoot?
yeah, you could.
Okay. I can't remember. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, but they had like I think in the first one there was different. I mean, there was just so much. I mean, a lot of RPGs that just have so much like crap and like scrap stuff you pick up.
Yeah.
And I think they all had different bullets. And I think in Mass Effect 2 they got rid of that. I think it was just streamlined to like kind of one kind of general bullet or ammunition for a gun or something.
Like the assault rifles had this ammo,
I
snipers
think
had this.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, it's just Mass Effect 2 is I thought was incredible, and I think a lot of people are going to get a chance to play it again soon. So that is
I
cool,
think so.
or for the first time. So
Man.
great franchise.
Yeah.
But that was kind of it. There's some interesting stuff and some good stuff coming up next week, so we'll talk about that. But yeah, that's kind of the biggest stuff. For that week 10 years ago. So
10 years ago in 2011.
Cool.
Okay, before we get into games we've been playing,
Yeah.
I want to plug our third giveaway of the month. And to see the details, you can go to our Twitter at GamingWTBros. But this giveaway is for a $50 Microsoft Store card.
Nice.
The first giveaway was a Nintendo card, second one PlayStation, and this one is a Microsoft or Xbox card. But just go to our Twitter and look at the rules of entry. It's pretty easy. But we're excited. One of the questions I posed, and this is one of the requirements for entry, was what is your favorite gaming memory? So I'm going to read a few of the responses here. Timo Plays says his favorite gaming memory is getting the PS4 upon acing his last few exams.
Nice.
His best reward he could ask for, and he still uses it. And
that's always like whenever you're done with school or something or whatever. That's always a nice treat to a new video game or something like that. And get a new PS4, man. PS4 is it's one of the best machines out there. So
it is. Lol BC Wolf 02. This is my friend Caleb. He said getting Super Mario Sunshine on Christmas morning when he was 9. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Christmas morning.
Yeah. Your old friend said getting a 3DS was his favorite gaming memory. And I remember getting a 3DS, getting Pilot Wings and Super Street Fighter 4. Two of the best games for the 3DS.
Oh, Super Street Fighter 4.
It was fun. It just I don't know. Someone said they once carried a team in Rocket League. Pretty good. I mean, that's
speaking of Rocket League, I played the other day and I was just playing casual because I think you have to like level up so much before you can play ranked. I scored all 10 goals on my team. I'm pretty sure the kids I were playing with were just like really bad or whatever because like 5 or 6 out of those goals were just me just like straight off the bat and just like hitting it at the right angle and going in. I was like, I almost kind of felt bad. I was like, am I God right now? Continue
on. Let's see. Apollo 2000 said playing Crash Team Racing on his PlayStation 1. He unlocked all the tracks and characters.
Cool.
Nice.
I never played that game.
Yeah, I haven't either. Let me read one more. Kakashi Sensei said playing Final Fantasy VIII while he slept over at his friend's house since he didn't have a PS1 at the time.
Yeah, that's always I definitely had a couple instances like that growing up where I didn't have like a certain console and watching your friend play. It was always pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Harrison, do you have a favorite gaming memory?
I think I've mentioned before, but like playing like Ocarina of Time with mom growing up, where she would just kind of have the guide sitting beside her, and I would play, and then sometimes she'd hop in if I couldn't beat something. Also, back in the day, whenever we had Melee on the GameCube at the old house, and like all the kids in the neighborhood would come over, and we'd just play Melee all day.
Just it was like a sweat lodge up in the.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. It was like 8 people deep in there. But yeah, it was that was kind of like the prime for me for Smash Brothers. Ever since then, I just haven't been into it as much.
It's just not the same when
Yeah,
you're not around a lot of people who are playing it.
exactly. But yeah, that's kind of there's tons more, but that's kind of the 2 highlights I can think of. What about you?
My favorite is probably the 50 or the endless 50 song set list in Rock Band.
Oh my god, yeah. That me, you,
Going
and
through
Brendan
that one
did.
night. Yeah, I think it was me, Brendan, and maybe Adam was.
I don't know if Adam was there or not. He might have been.
Okay, it might have
That
just
was
been
fun. That was
me.
it was like 5 hours we did that.
Yeah, God, that was. Oh,
Oh,
anything
that was brutal.
involving Rock Band, I just completely cherish.
Yeah, Rock Band was another good example of like you just have to have people.
Yeah,
It's so hard to play by yourself. But
playing by yourself is it just doesn't compare.
no, not at all, not at all.
That's all I want for my bachelor trip is some Rock Band.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so fun.
All right, Harrison, what have you been playing this week?
So yeah, I've been playing quite a bit. So I'll just start off with, of course, I've been playing Assassin's Creed. I think I'm done right now.
You're done. Okay.
And until the DLC comes out. I got all of like Odin's armor. I did, or not Odin's armor, Thor's armor. I got his like hammer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got all the codex pages. So I got like the hidden ones, like full body equipment. So I think I've done every major thing to do in that game. And kind of like the major side stuff. There's a ton of wealth and other anomalies and stuff like that I can still do with throughout the world, but there's just so much that I tried carving out. Like I think I finished up like Sussex or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and got everything, and then after that I just was kind of just doing little bits of here and there, and then I was like, you know what, let me just look up the Odin stuff and the Thor stuff, and I did that. But I think I might be done. I think if I'm really bored or something, I don't have anything to play, I'll probably jump back in there and just kind of clean up some map a little bit. But there's just so much stuff, man, to get. It's so overwhelming, even at this point where I've put 75 hours into the game. So
I was about to ask what your final count was.
75. Man, what a game. What a freaking game.
I'm only like 48 hours in. I just did the two regions like very, very north.
Okay, yeah.
So
with like the king that's got like dementia or something.
Yeah.
That
was a cool one.
That was
a
good.
Cool story.
Like all the stories are like pretty good. And they're all like different from each other. To where it kind of keeps it spicy, you know. It's not repetitive, but
am I close though to the end?
How many regions do you have left?
I think I have 3 left.
So yeah, I mean,
map,
there's nothing else that pops up as far as like regions go. Like you've already, I guess I don't know, it's not a spoiler. You've gone to Vinland, right?
Where?
Vinland? Oh God.
Wait. No, where's that?
It's a new area.
What do you mean? Okay, what do you mean a new area? A region on the map?
No, it's like you have to get in your boat and travel. So did you, at the very beginning of the game, when you fought the first guy you fight, the first boss fight?
Yeah.
Did you kill his son? Or did you let him free? I don't know the turn of events if you kill him or don't kill him. I know if I didn't kill him.
I think I killed him.
Okay, then maybe you don't. But so you go to Vinland and you chase after this guy.
Okay.
To kill him.
It's not that long then.
No. It's very short. It's the map is maybe like a fraction, maybe like, I don't know, maybe the size of like Grand Esthshire or whatever. It's pretty small. It's pretty tiny. Like the wealth that I completed everything on the map and then left. There's only like 5 wealth things.
Oh,
maybe 5 other things. It's pretty short, but it's really cool. Like it's It's very Metroid. Um,
Interesting.
well, not in that regard of like, but it strips you of all your stuff, so you have to kind of like build yourself up.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
that's
It's pretty
pretty
cool.
cool.
Yeah, and
Like,
there's like, and then there's a reason for it too, because you have to like make sure you can't be seen because you can't show that you're from Norway or whatever. But it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little main. But if you killed him, I don't know.
I might not have. I
Or maybe he gets away if you try to kill him. I'm not really sure.
I might have been more merciful at the beginning of the game. But I'm just waiting until I trigger the final Sigurd quest because I haven't had any.
That is like, I think the last thing you do before, I can't remember the exact term of events. I think it's right before you do the last region.
Okay.
So
I
you've
have
got 2 more regions that you can do. Yeah, and then um so yeah, I think you're getting close. You're getting close.
I really want to finish it before.
You need, excuse me, yeah, you need to. You need to.
Like every time I sit down and play it, I love it. But every
Yeah.
time I think about it, I'm like,
It's
kind of want to be done with it.
yeah, no, I was definitely,
Just because I want to move
well,
on to other games.
yeah, I definitely could keep playing it more like story wise, but and even so, I still want to kind of go play it just because it's fun, man. It's just fun just going around the world and stuff. But
Even Alicia's like, "Are you still playing this game?"
yeah, that's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
it's been 2.5 months, but I'm still playing. Or
it's
2 months.
it's good, man. It's fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
That's
That's it for Valhalla. I think I'm pretty I think I'm done with it. I'll probably jump back into it here and there just to kind of, do some random stuff. And maybe if they have like another like event, hopefully it's not so buggy.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's quite good. I did try out the Little Nightmares 2 demo. Did you try it out?
I haven't had a chance to try it. I
Okay.
want to though.
I tried it on I want to try it on the Xbox, and this is where I'm getting kind of conflicted because it's Series X and S uh, optimized.
Optimized.
So like, as much as I want to play it on the Switch, I kind of want to get it on there just so it can like run the best. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Um, but yeah, how much of Little Nightmares 1 have you played?
Probably like an hour and a half.
Okay, so I really like that game. It took me a little bit. It's one of those games where I picked up and then I put it down and then I picked it up again and it's just I started loving it. Um, yeah, but if you like Inside, Limbo, it's very very similar as far as like movement goes and controls.
Yeah.
But man, it looks so good and it is super creepy, just like the first one. It's gonna be very interesting on how they tie in the ending to the first one because the ending is kind of crazy. And you're playing as a different character, but the character you played in 1 comes up sometime in the story. So I don't know how they're gonna and do that, but yeah, what that demo, man, it was a lot of fun. It was super creepy. You're being chased by a monster at some point in the game, which is always cool within those games. Kind of like with Ori as well, where you're getting chased throughout the level and you kind of have to hide. It's one of those games that's also very not unforgiving, but it's very easy to die. But the loading is so quick that it's
really because Switch loading was pretty bad.
It's a lot better. It's a lot better. Maybe I'll have to play it one more time just to quite remember, but I'm pretty sure it's just about instantaneous. It's pretty quick. So that's cool.
Nice.
But yeah, it's really good. I would definitely recommend it. It's funny because I was looking at the price and it was like 65 on the shop or something on the Microsoft store, and then I forgot that I still have my Xbox set to New Zealand like
from the Cyberpunk launch.
Yeah, because I was looking at like Hitman 3 and stuff, and it was like $180. I'm like, what is going on? Like, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to switch it over.
What's up, Caleb?
Yo, what's up, man? But yeah, you should try it. It's like a 20-minute demo. It's pretty short.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot.
I really want to
finish.
Yeah, very very short, and it's there's no spoilers at all. So if you haven't played 1 yet, you could still just jump into this and not spoil anything from the first game. Not that
The
there's really much
first
to spoil from the first one, because like it's just a lot of kind of atmospheric stuff more than
Yeah.
anything. But that ending is still pretty crazy. But yeah, it's really really good. It's
And
oh good.
the first one's on Games with Gold, I think,
Yeah, it
this
is.
month. So that's exciting.
Yep.
I
So
might even
if you haven't
switch
played it,
over.
yeah, you might get a little bit better experience versus the Switch if you have it on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, really really good. I'm definitely excited, and I think it comes out next month. So um,
Mhm.
I will definitely be picking that up.
God, there's a
Um,
lot coming out next month.
yeah, I know. Um, Luigi's Mansion. Me and Brittany finally finished it. We
Nice.
we got we had a couple drinks on Friday and ended up playing it, and then last night I was like, "Hey, you want to play some sober Luigi's Mansion?" And we ended up finishing the game. That game had a lot of bosses that I thought were kind of bullshit, to be honest with you. Like there's a lot of like kind of unforgiving stuff, especially that last fight. Um, I don't spoilers, I guess. When you fight Boo, you fight King Boo at the end of the game. I thought that fight was kind of unfair with where you could only damage him at one point during his phase.
Yeah, I
But
always hate
but
that in bosses.
but luckily, I mean, if you've got those like bones or whatever to bring you back to life, so we had plenty of those to use those. So I mean, again, it was still pretty easy, but um, there's a couple of boss fights in particular in that game that I don't know how you beat it, because like some of that stuff I couldn't imagine playing by myself.
It's not that bad. I don't
Yeah,
think. I don't think I had too much trouble. That night boss was pretty tough for some
the
reason.
night.
I just couldn't figure it out. You're
Yeah.
like in the arena with the knight.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
have to like
yeah.
suck off his armor.
Yeah, we struggled with that a little bit too.
Yeah, that was hard.
But yeah, we finally beat it.
Nice.
I don't know if we'll go back and collect all the gems and stuff, because I mean we did a lot of it, but I don't know what you get if it's just kind of just there just to get.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, really really awesome game. We definitely love to see another one from Next Level Games, which we were talking about like that last week with um
That acquisition.
yeah
Caleb,
yeah
we both got an Xbox Series X.
Series X
We were
baby.
able to pre-order it on the pre-order date, I guess. Well, like back in
It was like
September.
back in September.
Yeah.
And then the last game that I have been playing is Gears 5 Hive Busters.
Oh.
I randomly started playing that yesterday. Because I didn't really want to play any more Assassin's Creed. And I wanted to play something, but I didn't have anything to play. And I want to play something on the Xbox. So I was like, well, let me try this Hive Busters things out. And it's really good so far. Like I was very impressed, because I mean, I don't think the coalition ever planned on making a single player kind of expansion to Gears 5. But there's full on like tons of voice dialogue. I mean, there's new cutscenes, a proper campaign. Like it's really really good. I almost wanted to
Wow.
stop and maybe play with you, because I think it's pretty short.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's a 3 player. I mean, it's 3 player co-op or whatever. So there's no jack or anything like that, but you
Oh, no
pick up
Jack.
no jack, at least right now. But you can pick up upgrades. So it's I know in I've never actually played the escape mode or whatever in Gears 5. I think that's what it's called, but it's like the mode where you go in, you plant like the bomb or whatever, and then you have to like get out as fast as possible. So that it's based off
Yeah.
of that scenario, but there's a reasoning behind it now. There's like an actual story for it. But you pick up like abilities along the way. So like there's the 3 main characters, um, Keegan, Mac, and I can't remember, maybe Liana or something. I can't remember. But they've all got like different abilities. Like you're the character you use, Keegan, he has like a regen ammo ability, so you use that and you can respawn ammo. And then the guy Mac, he has like a shield that pops out in front of you that you can hide behind. And then the other girl, again Liana, I think is her name. She has like this electric blade thing that she can use and like carve up enemies. It's pretty cool. Um, and then other than that, it's just like a regular Gears campaign. It's pretty. It's pretty. I mean, Gears campaign I think have always been
Yeah.
fantastic. So Anything more in that, I'm super excited for. But yeah, I think I might. If you want to, we can we'll jump into it because it's like I said, it's I think I just hit chapter 3. I don't know how many chapters there are, but I heard it was like a maybe 4-hour campaign, so pretty quick.
Okay. I've been looking for a reason to jump back into Gears just to see
Yeah,
how beautiful it is on the Series
yeah. Actually,
X.
I was actually playing a little bit of multiplayer the other day. Diego actually came over because he was in
Oh,
town.
cool.
And he hit me up, and I was actually playing Gears right before he got over. He's like, "You're playing Gears?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I just wanted to try it out. It's been a long time. Um, but other than that,
Nice.
that's kind of been it. Other than that nice Valhalla, what you been playing?
Yeah, other than Valhalla, not too much. I played a little bit of Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, the Oculus VR game.
Yeah.
I get really flustered in that game
What do you mean?
okay, like if I'm taking on one zombie, it's fine. I grab their head and I stab them with
Yeah.
whatever. But if there's multiple zombies coming at me and I have to use my gun,
Okay. So
okay,
it really like it sounds like it gives like that really intense like
it
actual.
does.
That's awesome.
So I was playing
Yeah, I
today
want to try this.
and I picked up a shotgun, and the shotgun was already pretty damaged, so it was gonna break pretty soon.
Okay.
And but I forgot about that. So just like, okay, I have a cool shotgun now. I hadn't had a shotgun before. So I found this I came across this horde of like 9 zombies.
Oh gosh.
And they all start coming at me. I shoot one, I reload, I miss another one, and then my gun breaks.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I pull out my gun, like my pistol,
Yeah.
and I go to shoot one, and my pistol jams, and I drop it while I'm walking away.
Oh
I
my
accidentally
gosh.
dropped it. And so
Wow. Okay. That's
I
pretty
pull out my
awesome.
knife. I pull out my knife, and that's about to break too. So I stab like one more, and it breaks. And then finally, I I think it's Negan's bat, or
Okay.
kind of a riff
Similar.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had that, and I just used that to like slowly take out the rest. But like I got flustered and I just dropped everything. And like I was going in so prepared. I was like, I got this like sweet ass shotgun. It's gonna have a lot of spread. Had no spread, none at all. So like if I missed their head, it was just out. But that game, like it doesn't look great. Like it looks, I mean, it looks like an early
Yeah.
2000s game when you're actually like in the Oculus. But it's really fun, and the physics are so cool. Like sometimes like when I'm just listening to dialogue, I'll just like literally like flip my knife, like throw it up in the air and flip
Yeah.
it and catch it. And
It's pretty
I don't
cool.
know, you feel pretty badass when you
I'm
get a hold
not
of that.
like I actually hate like weapon degradation or
Mhm.
whatever you want to call it in game. Is that the right word? Degradation? No,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
right.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like I do not like that in Breath of the Wild at all. That's like probably like my only criticism with the game.
Mhm.
Is that feature, but it sounds like in this it's like it makes the experience even better.
Yeah, it
Um,
makes sense, and like it, it kind of makes you like scramble a little bit. Like sometimes I'll just pick up a bottle, I'll hit the bottle against a car, and it'll break it, so that I could use it to like stab a zombie or something.
slice and dice.
But it feels really cool
That's
to
that's so cool, man. I really need to try this game.
yeah. I just got a bow and arrow, so I'm
Okay,
gonna I'm gonna try that out and see how it works. But
cool.
yeah, really loving it. I can't play for more than like an hour at a time because I get really sweaty.
Yeah.
I've kind of like mastered, or not mastered, but I've gotten so used to like walking around while looking, so like I'm not getting motion sick or anything.
Right.
But I just get so hot, just all that.
So hot.
Yeah,
Killing all these
just
zombies. Have you died in this game yet?
I have.
I was gonna ask how like
Yeah,
the death screen is. Like, do you see like yourself getting ripped apart from first person, or you just kind of fade to black? Or I was kind of curious how that worked in first person.
I think I've only died from humans.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, I think I've only died from getting shot. I did have this cool moment today where like I went to a new area, and right when I get there, this guy like he's trying to rob me.
Hmm.
So he's like holding out his hand for meds, I'm supposed to place meds in his hands. And
Yeah.
there's a little timer above his head to time me. And this probably there's no reason why like I should have done this, but like I went to reach into my bag to get the
Yeah.
meds, and then I pulled out my pistol and like shot him. Like,
It's
it's
funny.
cool.
I think I was listening to the Bombcast and someone was playing. It was either the Bombcast or something else, but someone had. I think it was the same exact scenario you're speaking of, and like, he's like, I don't know what got into me, but I just like murdered this guy. Like, and granted, he was robbing you, and it's that kind of world. But
I
I
didn't have any
wonder.
meds though, so like
Yeah, it's just like, what do you do? Just
yeah.
say I got your meds and kaplow.
I know this is kind of morbid, but it felt kind of badass. It felt kind of cool to just like
Yeah,
just whip it out and like do a little undershot.
yeah,
I don't know.
man.
I felt like I was in the Walking Dead
Yeah,
series.
I felt like you were Rick Grimes with your
Yeah.
yeah.
Hold no prisoners.
Yeah, I mean, I really do want to try this game. I do want to play some more Beat Saber too.
Yeah. Oh, those
But
Panic at the Disco songs.
oh, they're probably pretty. They probably hit pretty well
They
in
do.
VR.
That's pretty much it for me. Oh, sorry. Last night I was just looking for a little, a little guilty pleasure game. So
Of
I
course.
picked up Link's Awakening and
Okay.
restarted that and just kind of went through
For
the
the Switch.
yeah, for the
Okay.
Switch. And just went through the first dungeon really quick. That first dungeon is like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
If you know where you're going, and there's no reason to get lost really. It's pretty easy. But yeah, that's a really short dungeon. The game still chugs when you're
Really?
outside. Yeah, they never patched it or anything.
That's so strange. I mean, it never really. I mean, you could definitely tell the chugginess, but it never affected anything for me. Like, it was just
It's
like
just
it wasn't.
surprising, really.
Yeah, it is very surprising from a first party Nintendo game, especially Zelda. Um, but yeah, that's very weird that they never patched it. Did you play it in handheld or on TV docked?
Played handheld.
Okay, I wonder if it's any better on when it's docked.
I don't know. Based on my experience, like when games are chuggy, they're often better on handheld for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, like with Hyrule Warriors, I think that one was better on handheld than docked.
I still need to play that game on. I've only ever played the demo on the TV. It's just always been docked or
Oh,
whatever,
really?
or like handheld. I haven't played on the TV yet.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good on the TV.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Cool. Let's go ahead and go ahead and jump into this news.
Yeah, we've had a lot of good stuff.
A lot of it's been a very slow couple months with news, but yeah, we're finally starting to get into some nice news. Started off Pokemon Snap. We got a new trailer for it, and it releases April 30th, so really soon. You can pre-order on the Nintendo Switch shop. Nick, it's $60. How do you feel about that? I'm a little. Like yeah, I really hope they're. I mean, just that for if I'm just going off the original Pokemon Snap, I mean that game is so short. Just to get through, obviously, and then
like 2 hours short. Like,
yeah, and then like once you kind of know what to do and you start doing the specific things you need to do to get those Pokemon, which that game has a high replay value, so that makes sense. Hopefully, there's a little bit more to this game than just that. I'm definitely gonna have to like keep up with this game and look at trailers, and hopefully like I'm sure when we get closer to it, they'll probably do like another direct or something for it.
Yeah, I think they'll probably do a direct next month for Pokemon's 25th
Yeah.
anniversary and show it off a little bit more. I'm confident that this game will be one longer, and then just have kind of more to do. Like for one, they're gonna have more generations of Pokemon in it.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It seems like they've had a lot of time to develop it, so they've probably, put a lot of ideas in there at least.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we'll
I mean,
I'm excited.
I'm excited for it. I love this type of game. I think Kellen might like this too. Hopefully it's co-op or something like that. I would like to, or like a 2-player mode. I don't see why you couldn't have that like on the just like as like a local co-op. Because I think Brittany would like to play this as well.
I still think this game should have come out on the Wii U. Would have been perfect.
Oh,
hold the Wii U
yeah.
controller up as a camera.
That would have been pretty cool.
Wasted opportunity.
Wasted. So yeah, and then we got a new trailer for Bowser's the expansion to the Mario 3D World. Man, this looks so good.
Sweet.
It's so it's got within the base game, it's got online co-op now, which I don't think it had before, right?
It did not. No.
It's brand new. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Is there any new characters in that base game? I think it's just the same people, right? Like
yeah, in the base game, there's not any new characters.
Okay.
That I know of.
Yeah, because I know it was what Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Peach, and then you could well, I won't say what you can unlock, but so this could be new to a lot of people, but
yeah.
So there's 5, I think.
5, and then the expansion or the DLC or whatever will have. It's only 2-player, but it'll have Mario and Bowser Jr.
And I don't think I think that it's only local co-op for that. I don't know if it's online. It didn't specifically say, so I'm not sure.
I think it's just local co-op. That's what it says in the press release, or just says like pass the joy on to a friend and play on local co-op.
Right. But if you haven't watched the trailer, I would definitely recommend it if you're on the fence for people that have double dipped, like yourself, Nick. I am technically double dipping, but it came with the Wii U when I first bought it, so like I don't feel as guilty as buying it a second time. But I am thoroughly convinced that this expansion, hopefully it's got a nice amount of to it, but like just kind of the overworld, it looks like a giant like Mario Odyssey map.
Just like a little playground, yeah.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool, and the stuff that you can do seems cool. And then like the whole timer kind of scenario with Bowser where he'll come out of nowhere, like he'll come out at some point and like the whole like the map will get dark and kind of rainy, and then he'll like attack you and stuff.
That seems awesome.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool, and I'm definitely excited to try it because I will definitely be picking this up and playing this. I showed Kellen the trailer. He's like, "Can we play this right now?" And I was like, "No, we gotta wait, buddy." He's like, "Oh,
just forget about it."
and then like he made me set up his Wii U to play 3D World, and he played for like 10 minutes, and he was done because he's beat it. He's beat it so many times now.
Yeah, he's done everything now.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely excited to pick this up and kind of end Mario's celebration. That's kind of like the last thing, right?
Last thing.
So
yeah, I'm excited. I think this will be like 4 hours long, maybe.
Yeah, if it's 4, 5, 6 hours, something like that, and it's got some replay value to it, and I do like the stars are like the cat kind of like
cat bells or cat paws or something.
Yeah, something like that. So that's pretty cool. That's like kind of a cat themed world. I don't remember the world's name, but it's something cat related.
And then there are multiple islands. So once you defeat Fury Bowser, like once you transform into your massive like Super Saiyan cat, and he'll fly back into the water and then unlock new islands for you to explore. So it sounds like there'll at least be a couple of different islands for you to go and find. I think you just go around and find 5 cat shines in each island. So it would probably take like 30 minutes to an hour to do each one, I'm guessing. I mean,
yeah. And then you traverse the world with Lassie, is that her name? I don't remember her name from like the base 3D World game. But the Loch Ness monster looking thing, you travel on her back and you can travel on land too, which is cool, and that they can kind of speed up the process of getting around. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So like kind of an open worldy kind of. I mean, a lot like Mario Odyssey.
I'm surprised this wasn't like DLC for Odyssey. Like it might have originally been, but they reworked it to make it cat themed.
Yeah, because I think that's kind of like the biggest criticism I would say, as far as like the re-releases from Wii U, is there's not much different than, because a lot of your hardcore fans have already played these games, like Pikmin. Like there wasn't anything really. I mean, they added co-op, right? And then I think they added
a few more modes.
Yeah, like a couple multiplayer modes, which I don't know. I mean, I never played them, so I don't know if they're fun or not. But not much story stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's definitely really cool. And I would love to see. I mean, what else is there for Nintendo to release from the Wii U other than like Wind Waker and like Twilight Princess? I'm sure there's a
There's
couple other things, but I don't imagine them doing expansions to those games. That seems just way too much. But
no. There's Xenoblade Chronicles X.
okay,
That's a big one. I feel like a lot of people, including myself. Well, no, I bought it. I just never played it that much. But that's a big one. I feel like that would do well
okay,
on the Switch. Caleb said Wind Waker, please.
yes,
Yeah, I hope they bring that. I hope they bring it in a collection with Twilight Princess. I mean, they won't, but
yeah, no. Mm, well, maybe if they just do both those games or something, like the Wii U collection or something, or like what's their collection name? Um,
what do you mean?
Deluxe or whatever. I don't know.
Oh
Of what
yeah, the
those
deluxe
games.
collection. Would
Yeah,
you
some
replay either one of those games if they came over?
I would rebuy it. I'm like it's Zelda, like I have to. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I want a place where I can just play everything. You know, I want like a place where I can play all the Zelda games, whether it's a remake or you know you know
Just the original
on the
base
store.
game.
Yeah. Um, yeah, man. I I really want it to be Nintendo's year and just put out some incredible stuff. But yes, I would love to play Wind Waker, in specifics again, and just because that game is so good.
And that one improved a lot over the original
Yeah,
GameCube.
and I have the Wind Waker one on Wii U, but I kind of want to play it. Same with Skyward Sword. Like I got it again for the Wii, and I want to wait just because I have a feeling that it's going to get released this year. So as a collection or maybe standalone, I'm not really sure.
Did you ever play it on the Wii U when it came out?
Wind Waker,
Yeah.
I played it a little bit. I didn't beat it though.
Ah, so you probably didn't get to all of the improvements that they made.
Yeah, and I like honestly, I know they like as far as like the shard, the Triforce shard stuff goes. I don't remember ever having a problem with that growing up as a kid.
Mhm.
Just because it's, I mean, it's Zelda, and I've got like the guide sitting beside me, so it wasn't really like a huge deal. But I know they did approve a lot of that stuff to kind of shorten that to make it a little easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, would love to go back to Wind Waker and just see that on like the Switch and stuff like that. But yeah, I would definitely double dip for those.
We're just This is the year of double dipping. I feel like
Yeah,
Nintendo's just gonna put out remakes all year, and that's
I know,
fine.
I'm here for it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
Start with Bowser's Fury and 3D World. I'm
Yeah,
excited. Nick, you want to read the next couple?
yeah. So we have an Indiana Jones game in development by the Wolfenstein Studio with Bethesda. And Bethesda's now, well, not officially, but they're being acquired by Microsoft.
Yeah.
So does that mean this is a Microsoft exclusive Indiana Jones game?
So it's a licensed property. So within that aspect, I don't know. Um, Typically with these deals, I mean, other than like Spider-Man and Sony, just because they
Mm,
own like a portion of I don't know the exact details, but anyways, with it being a licensed game and it being developed by a first party studio,
yeah.
it may be in the contract that they have to release it on PS5. Maybe it'll be like a year exclusive or something. But
Yeah, probably.
but it could be an exclusive. And I think if this game is done right, I mean, what can this game be? I mean, would it be just kind of like a Tomb Raider knockoff or like
Like an
Uncharted? I mean,
Uncharted game? I mean, yeah. I don't
yeah,
know.
because it's very similar. I mean, Indiana Jones, he wasn't doing a ton of climbing and stuff like that in the
Just a lot of
movies. A lot of like,
tomb raiding, I guess.
yeah. So I mean, if they could do something cool and like do something cool with like the whip and stuff, I think that could be different enough from those other franchises that it would be
Mhm.
cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I think it could be a Microsoft exclusive, but I could also see being in a contract that it would have to come to other systems.
Yeah.
So
I, I guess especially since Tomb Raider and Uncharted are kind of dormant right now,
yeah,
this will be like the perfect solution to that. I mean,
yeah,
third person
exactly.
adventure game like this sounds pretty cool. And this is
Yeah,
owned by Lucasfilm Games.
yep, yeah. They just rebranded, so um, yeah, I'm for it. Like you said, like Uncharted's probably done for a while.
Mm.
and then Tomb Raider with Crystal Dynamics working on Avengers, and not doing the last game. Yeah, who knows if they go back to that? I would love to see them go back to it because I feel like the first two of those newer Tomb Raiders were absolutely fantastic.
They're phenomenal.
Again with the sequel thing, I mean, the Rise of the Tomb Raider was awesome. So
yeah,
would love to see another Tomb Raider, but yeah, this definitely fills in the that gap, and who knows when we'll get this. I mean, this could just be like
probably like 2022 or 23, but
yeah, probably maybe even 2023. I would say. Who
I
knows?
did see a lot on Twitter about people saying that the Wolfenstein studio, they only specialize in killing Nazis because
Yeah,
Indiana Jones,
it's Nazi. Yeah, it's around World War II era, so
yeah,
that's kind of funny
that's their
actually.
bread and butter.
Yeah, they know how to kill them Nazis.
The Nazis. Next up, we have Ubisoft, and specifically the Division studio, is working on an open world Star Wars game under Lucasfilm Games. Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I would definitely see. I would definitely see it like maybe, and like I'm pretty cool with that because I would love to see like something, whether it's I mean, gosh, if it could be like a Mandalorian game or something where you play as like the Mandalorian or something like that, like some sort of bounty hunter.
That would be good for the
I
Division
don't
studio.
I don't think it's gonna be Jedi related as far as like playing as a Jedi. Just because of their history with the Division. But yeah, I would love to see like either some sort of bounty hunter thing or something like that. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited actually.
Mandalorian would be a good idea because they're pretty good at first or third person shooters. It would definitely be cool to get around on those what are those vehicles that the land vehicles that they ride? Like the
Yeah.
little speedsters.
The speed bikes or whatever.
Speed bikes. That'd be cool to just like ride around the world on those things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by both of these games. Like it's crazy because like they're franchise games, so like franchise games are kind of like up on the up and up right now, and you don't really see a lot of like properties like this get game time anymore, just because like those games are always like notoriously just awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome.
It's also worth noting that the Star Wars franchise is now open to other developers aside from EA.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, that's Ubisoft and then Microsoft.
Fantastic news.
Yeah, because I mean, EA. I mean, Jedi Fallen Order was brilliant, I think, and and then obviously the Battlefront games are kind of. They were good. They were just very, very, just heavily microtransaction stuff. So it's in which they've. I haven't. I mean, I never actually played Battlefront 2, but I know they've kind of reworked that game and got rid of that stuff. So I don't know where that game falls now with people. But yeah, it's nice to give someone else a shot with a beloved franchise. So
yeah, and it's good that EA is still making Star Wars games, or they're still able to. So
yeah,
we could see a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. Potentially.
I would definitely think we would see a sequel to that at some point.
Yeah, I think that sold pretty well. I mean,
yeah, I think so too. I think it did really well. Next this week, I should say, Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 8 showcase on January 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, they said gameplay, so we're getting like a full blown like I don't know how did they specify how long this thing is? I don't think they did. But I am super excited. I cannot wait.
Yeah, we'll probably get release date. I'm hearing rumors that the PlayStation 5 is going to get a demo, like an exclusive demo for a period of time.
That's okay, whatever. Okay.
I mean, I think it makes sense because when Resident Evil 7 came out, the PS4 had a demo beforehand, and then they had that exclusive.
Well, I know it came to Xbox. I don't know if it was day and date or not.
It was.
Yeah, the demo. It was the same
Oh,
day.
I don't know about the demo, but the game release
I'm
day and
pretty
date.
sure it was, but I mean, I played it.
Okay.
I ended up playing it on PS4, Resident Evil 8 or 7.
Mhm.
Um, so that's kind of a bummer. Hopefully Xbox does get a demo as well. Um, but anyways, yeah,
That's
that
a good
I
one.
can't wait. I cannot wait to see what this game looks like. I know that's probably one of our biggest hype games of the year, Nick. You and
Yeah.
I, just because we both love 7 so much,
Oh, so
and
good.
just that first person, I love it. I never thought I would love it from a Resident Evil game, but it definitely makes it a lot more scary and a lot more like intense. So
Does.
and I have full confidence in this game. So
Now
definitely excited.
they did say that there would be other Resident Evil news. So
Resident Evil 4?
do you think they would
I
show it
don't
off?
know, man. I feel like that would almost take away from Resident Evil 8, but if they were to just drop that little tidbit at the very end or something,
Mhm.
or maybe start with it and then go into the Resident Evil stuff, that would be kind of cool. Um,
But when would that release? You know, would it come out next year?
I would probably if I think Resident Evil 8 is going to come out this year. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's probably going to come out a lot sooner than we think. Like I'm thinking,
I think in April.
yeah, like April, May, maybe. And then I think maybe Resident Evil 4 remake or whatever would come out like maybe January, February of next year, or
Okay.
maybe at the end of this year as like a big push for holiday stuff. But I think maybe next year for that. But yeah,
Oh
that would be
God,
cool.
I want to see what they do. If it's anything like 3 or 2, then I'm pretty excited.
Yeah,
I just hope they
yeah,
don't cut any content like they did with 3.
yeah. That would be kind of a bummer. But yeah, hopefully, yeah. I don't know. Hopefully some 4 stuff, but um, I don't know.
We'll
We'll
probably
see.
see whatever that multiplayer beta is going to be about. There's going to be a multiplayer beta in late January
Multiplayer beta for what?
that we don't know.
Hmm.
So I think there's like some multiplayer Resident Evil game coming out.
Maybe like a Resident Evil Outbreak or something like that.
Yeah, probably something along those lines. Which
Their multiplayer stuff just has not hit like really ever
no,
for Resident Evil. I mean, like
they struggle with it big time.
like yeah, it was just. I mean, I played a little bit of that the multiplayer in Resident Evil 3, and like I just felt like the Nemesis was like, or the whatever the tyrant was just like too powerful.
Mhm.
So it was just very lopsided. But yeah, definitely excited. We may I'm definitely gonna do a live stream at 5 for this. Nick, you may hop into that.
Yeah, I might join in.
Um so we'll if you come into it, Nick, we'll stream it from this from this Twitch channel, from the Gaming with the Rose Twitch channel, and yeah, kind of do some live reactions to that. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Um, Nick, you want to talk about the next one? I know I've heard of it, but I haven't read much on it.
So there's been let me a Spanish outlet called Pokemon Center states that it has close sources to the Pokemon Company confirming that remakes of Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl are coming to the Switch and will be announced in February. So the announcement in February makes sense because Pokemon's having their 25th anniversary, and we can only assume that Diamond and Pearl are getting remakes because
Now
they've just been
this
doing
was
them well.
this one was after Ruby and Sapphire, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
the first one in the DS.
they have not had a proper remake then.
Right. And
Okay,
God, that Ruby and Sapphire remake was
it was good. It was really
it
good.
was really good. It was from back like what 2015? No, no,
Yeah,
before, that was like 2013.
yeah, it was on the
It's been a long
3DS, but
time
I
now.
mean, it had a lot of stuff. They had like a lot of like post game content where you can go back and add. I don't really remember much from like the original, so I don't know if that was actually part of it, but
Mm.
um, I think that was kind of what was missing in the newer one. I think there wasn't a lot of like post stuff to do in the newest one. Um, not
Yeah,
Sun,
and Sword and Shield.
yeah, Sword and Shield. Um, would you pick this up, Nick, if this came out?
I think I would. I really, really liked Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, I mean, like
So
those first like 5 or 6 games were just really special. I think, like especially because I think after what Diamond and Pearl was Black and White, right?
Black and White, and then
I
Black
th-
and White 2.
I think that's where I kind of started falling off. Pokemon. And I think I picked it up again for X and Y, and really enjoyed that. But yeah, Diamond and Pearl, Ruby, Sapphire, Gold and Silver, and then obviously Red and Blue were like kind of the highlights for me for Pokemon. So yeah, I think I'm on the same boat as you. Do you think this thing is going to be $60?
I think it will.
Okay. Now, do you think it's going to be? Do you think they're going to get like a proper like remake treatment to where it's kind of more in line with like Sword and Shield, kind of like, or do you think it's going to be? I don't think it's going to be like the same like 2D kind of
No,
aspect, but it may be more of like Sun and Moon.
I think it would be close to Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee. In terms of like
Okay.
the art style.
Do you think they'll do the Let's Go kind of style, or do you think it'll be like a proper remake without that?
I think they'll do the proper and
Okay.
then save that for the Gen 2 remake that they do.
Yeah, I don't know if they do another Let's Go. I think that might be just for the original.
Just a one-off type.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, it was good
Maybe.
and nostalgic, but like after I beat it,
Yeah,
it's pretty done,
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I'm on the boat with you, Nick. I think I'd probably pick it up, depending on if there's new stuff into it, what the remake looks like, stuff like that. If it's just and depending on the price too. I mean, if it's $30, then yeah, but 60 is asking a lot
I just think
for unless it's properly done, a proper remake.
I think they need help from another studio because I think Bandai Namco is developing Pokemon Snap.
Yeah,
and that game looks phenomenal. And granted, it's not as intensive as like a Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
I think they just need help in the art direction department from another studio like Bandai. Like Bandai Namco does great with graphics and art style, and I feel like they should lend their team to the main
Now,
Pokemon
when you say like art style, are you talking like in terms of like animations for the Pokemon?
animations, the graphics, the
Yeah.
graphics themselves, the kind of pushing the limit of the Switch more than the Pokemon team can do, more than Game Freak can do.
Yeah, which I don't know if we talked about this before, but like Game Freak is like notorious for not making too big of changes to their Pokemon franchise. I mean, granted, it's like one of the biggest franchises in the world. So like the fact that they can't improve on the graphics or make better animations or something like that, like I mean, again, we talked about this before, but like cutting the Pokedex in half and re-adding them for like the expansions, it just all seems like very, very like
just
I don't know, just kind of
lazy.
bad. Yeah, not even lazy, but also just kind of taking advantage of like your fans and stuff like that, where you specifically say, hey, we can't. There's just too many Pokemon to animate for, so we're going to cut it, and then they start adding this Pokemon back in the expansion. So you have to pay additional money to get the Pokemon that maybe should have been there.
Yeah,
I mean, over 800 Pokemon is a lot, and I understand that, but also the stuff that was in that game was not super animated to where now if they had cut like half the Pokemon and like we had some really fantastic animations, then yeah, I could understand that, but there wasn't a big change for not having that stuff in there versus, so it's I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air with Pokemon nowadays. I think Sword and Shield really left a kind of a sour taste in my mouth, and not that it was a bad game or whatever, but just I need something pretty different going forward.
It wasn't that special.
But saying remake, sure, I'll check it out.
Yeah, you can't mess up Diamond and Pearl that bad,
Yeah. It was like we said, this first like 4 games were pretty phenomenal. So
it's hard to talk crap about Game Freak because the games like by themselves I think are good games, but when you're comparing it to the last game of the series or whatever, it's like okay, you added 80 more Pokemon and then changed nothing else.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, you have like your And I thought the like the Gigantamax was pretty cheesy and stupid.
It was just
Like
kind of
it's
superfluous,
yeah, and
I
like
guess.
the Z moves and like I thought the Mega evolutions were pretty cool
Yeah, those are
for the
cool.
most part because like you were just getting like some new I don't know changes to the Pokemon that were really cool. So that was cool, but yeah, they gotta figure something out. But anyways, Diamond and Pearl, I definitely if that's true, I'll check it out and hopefully they do some nice artwork changes to that thing. And so yeah,
Get it nice and pretty.
nice and pretty. We were talking about this earlier, but or kind of like alluded to it, but Mass Effect is the Legendary Edition is coming out March 12th.
Is that confirmed?
It is, I think, right? Right? Mass Effect? Is it up for pre-order? Mass Effect Legendary Edition pre-order.
Because we haven't seen anything.
I know it was rumored for a while. Yeah, now available for pre-order.
It just says sometime in spring.
Huh. Well, I'm going to the EA website right now.
The what website?
The EA website. They announced it on the N7 day.
I think it's just right now in spring 2021. I think it's rumored for March 12th.
Yeah, so yeah, rumored for March. So it's Mass Effect Legendary Edition will include single player based content and DLC for Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3, plus promo weapons, armor, and packs, all remastered and optimized for 4K Ultra HD. It will be available in spring 2021 for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC with forward compatibility and targeted enhancement on the Series X and PlayStation 5. And that's kind of it. Okay, so yeah, sorry, not an official day, but I think that that is the rumored day. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Caleb said the new Pokemons are super easy. Is that because they were older, or I wonder this myself. Is Pokemon Red and Blue and Gold and Silver, are those actually harder than the newer Pokemon? Like I know there's a lot of hand holding in the newer ones, but
yeah, I mean, like especially, I mean, like the original, I think 1 and 2 didn't have like that EXP share, so it was like a lot harder to level up your stuff. But yeah, also I think like especially Sword and Shield, man, I did not lose at all. I don't think.
yeah, I don't. It was hard to lose, honestly.
So
And in the first few, you couldn't see what type of attack it was and
yeah,
whether it was effective or not. Or you
exactly. So
might
yeah,
have been able to see the type. I don't know.
so yeah, I mean it's streamlined and it's nice that stuff's in there. But yeah, they were definitely a little bit more challenging back in the day for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, back in my day, we couldn't see the effectiveness
We had to guess.
of Razor Leaf.
Nick, you want to read the next one?
Yeah. Otterbox is launching an Xbox controller shell and phone gaming clip.
Yeah, so they announced this at that CES. There's a lot of kind of like stuff announced, but yeah, it's kind of like a shell that goes over your controller. It comes with like a case for it as well, and as well as like a phone clip for your phone because they have like the xCloud now on I think on Android devices, but yeah, I mean that's I haven't really seen something like this before as far as like a shell for your controller.
I have
I
one of
think
those clippies for your phone.
Yeah.
But
Pre-orders start January 25th and should be shipping out around mid February, but I think it's like $60, so it's pretty pricey. It's the same price as a new controller, so
yeah, I don't know if I'll be picking this one up.
yeah, I don't think I would be either. I don't really. I'd take pretty well of my controllers, in electronics in general.
Yeah.
Except for my phone. And my phone I kind of just like throw around, like I'll toss it on the bed and stuff. But that's
crazy. We get $1,000 phones and
just
after
whatever.
like a week of having it, after you get that case for your
the
phone,
case, it's like it's over. But I've never had a problem with my phone, so
yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I'll get this, but it's cool that it's an option for people.
Yeah. All right, on to some delays. Okay, Harry Potter Legacy delayed to 2022. Pragmata.
Yeah.
Delayed to 2023.
What is Pragmata? I don't think I've ever heard of this game.
You've seen the trailer. I think it was in the I can't remember which press conference it was in.
Okay.
It was the one that kind of looks like Death Stranding, and then they go up into space. It's like a guy in a spacesuit, and then
Oh
he goes into
yeah,
space.
I think I remember this. Yeah.
It's by, I think it might be Square Enix.
Okay.
It looks cool though, but it was initially supposed to come out in 2022, which is already forever away, and
Yeah.
then got pushed to 2023, which is out of my
Yeah.
mind now.
Like, yeah, exactly. That's so far away. Yeah, I mean, we talked about this before, where like we feel like a lot of the true delays are really going to start happening this year, with COVID, affecting everything. But yeah, that, and then what's I don't know the next one either, to be honest.
Riders Republic, that's Ubisoft's sports game, well, action sports game with like
Okay.
biking and snowboarding and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They they
yeah,
they they try to make those games, man, which
they
was
do,
good
and
for
I
them.
love
Like,
it. I love it.
yeah, good for them. Like no one else makes like action sport stuff.
Yeah,
So very cool that they're still doing that stuff.
that one was delayed in the late 2021 from I think it was supposed
Yeah.
to release in February, but not anymore. Jeez.
Uh,
Um,
like Harry Potter's probably the biggest one I'm looking forward to, because that game just looks really really cool.
mhm.
So sucks to see it go into 2022, but with anything we've learned from CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk, delays are good, and go ahead and just delay it if you need
just
to.
just delay it, man.
Speaking of delays, CD Projekt Red came out, and their what was it, the CEO? He came out and just kind of issued like a, kind of just a statement of the game, and like they're kind of pushing back their plans for that were originally set for Cyberpunk. Um, and the next gen upgrades are coming at the second half of 2022. Is that correct?
No, sorry, that should be 2020.
2020,
Yeah,
2021. Okay. Okay. I was about to say, wow,
2020.
they really did.
This sucks, man. And it was nice that the CEO said that it was upper management's fault that the game was pushed out and it wasn't
Yeah.
the developers' fault. And
Well, of course not.
I've seen stories of some of the developers saying that they didn't think the game was going to come out until 2022, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Yeah.
wild.
It sounds like, yeah. I mean, developers, I mean, they're just making the game. They're told what to make, and it's clearly management's fault, and maybe the expectations of, I don't know, CD Projekt Red in general with the CEO. I mean, who knows?
Mhm.
I mean, who really knows?
And
Like
with COVID and
COVID
adjusting for
and
that,
yeah, but yeah, it definitely sounds like it's a lot on management's fault for just not being able to get this thing. And um, yeah, like Caleb said, like it's kind of, yeah, it kind of seems like kind of crappy that he kind of put the blame on upper management. Um,
but he
because
also blamed himself.
yeah, this is true. Yeah, so yeah, it just seems like it was definitely upper management, and just kind of, I don't know, maybe just not realizing how much, I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of bizarre. I mean, because if you were to clearly look at this game being played, I mean, you would know just all the little things that just aren't kind of up to par to what we would expect from a 2020 release date for a game. So
Yeah, they knew. I mean, they knew, and they pushed it out. And they can say, "Oh, we didn't know it would be this bad," but like when you're releasing a completely broken game on, and that's the main release platform is Xbox and PS4 and
yeah, I mean,
PC.
yeah,
And
it's the highest install base. So that's
yeah,
obviously, so who knows, man? Like hopefully game companies, and they said there won't be any more crunch, because that's like the biggest thing too, is like they were into so much crunch this whole year, and
mhm.
then the game still shipped buggy and bad, for the most part. I know like some people have had good experiences with it, but yeah, just
Yeah, you're
yeah.
Caleb.
Hopefully other game companies and developers look at this and say, you know what, no more crunch. Let's just, if this game needs to be delayed, we'll delay it, whether it's a month or whatever it is. But yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, like Caleb, you said that it's hard to blame COVID, and it really is because like the game was initially slated to come out earlier this year.
Yeah.
So that would have, I mean, I can't imagine what state the game was in a year ago when they were looking to
Yeah.
release it in
I mean,
what,
it's just,
April 2020?
yeah, but just even on top of like the bugs and stuff and just running poorly, like, I mean, this game has been in development for 8 years and just some of the AI stuff is just crazy. Like the water effects, just some of like
Just basic stuff.
basic stuff that you just don't even think about in a game until you see it and you're like, whoa, it doesn't have this. Like, it's crazy. Games that came out 6 years ago have this kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Especially
it's
like
good.
with as big of a game as this was, like it was going to be under a microscope.
Of course, of course.
Everything was going to get, multiplied and they were going to shed light on everything that was wrong with the game.
Yeah.
So just releasing in this state was just so stupid.
Yeah, it should have been delayed another year, honestly, but
And we're
it's out
saying
now,
this,
and so
we're saying this having played it on the Series X too. Like,
yeah, I just and again, and I didn't really run into any bugs, but just all the negative stuff that I saw and just how kind of underwhelming it was, I just got so uninterested in it, like almost immediately. Like the world was cool and like the world building and stuff was very cool, but I don't know, all the stuff that I read and the podcasts that I listened to, I just immediately fell off to it, and I just like I'll just wait. Who knows?
maybe I won't even play the next gen version when it comes out.
Yeah, depending on what's out in the future, who knows? So I don't know, but
Sucks.
last bit of news is the Nintendo World opening is delayed indefinitely. Which
Of course it is. I mean,
of course it is. Like I thought it was absolutely ridiculous that they were going to try to open like a theme park in February. That's already kind of just looking at it, it's already kind of like a smaller theme park than kind of what we're used to with like Disney and um stuff like that. And then trying to release them like in the middle of a pandemic where things haven't gotten any better. Um,
and they put out that
it's kind
video
of silly.
like they put out that video like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they were expecting to change between early January and now, but
Yeah,
it's not
maybe
getting
people
better.
just maybe they did like a survey or something in Japan about who would attend and maybe no one wanted to, and that's kind of like that's where they got their decision based off. It looks super cool, and I definitely would love for this to come over like into the States, but yeah, it just seems very crazy that they would even attempt to even open.
Yeah,
Um,
it's weird.
but yeah, definitely looking forward to this coming, like I said, some point in the future into the States, and would love to see it in action, just because it looks so cool. But yeah, it's very it's not surprising at all. It's very yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird that they
Yeah.
would even try. So
I do want to go to Japan at some point. So if I ever do,
yeah, I'd do too. So bad.
I would definitely go to this.
Yeah,
Spend a day here or something.
yeah. But yeah, that is going to wrap up the show. It was a little bit of a longer one than we've been used to, but yeah, we had just a ton of news and stuff. It's been
A lot
nice,
going on.
And then next week or next week when we talk about Resident Evil 8. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Who knows what other kind of new stuff we'll get? Maybe we'll get another direct. We say that every week, but maybe we'll
Yeah,
get something.
and I'm just I don't think there's gonna ever be another direct. I
You
don't
lost
think there
all
will.
hope, Nick.
Lost all hope.
We're due for one so bad. We are so due for one.
Oh yeah, we're due. We're due.
I'm thinking maybe after Mario comes out and we kind of get away from that and like the Mario 25th or 35th anniversary is done, and then we can kind of move over into the Zelda and stuff like that.
I think we'll get a Zelda themed direct.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, of
And
course, of course.
they'll end it with Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Give a release date for that. So that's
But
exciting.
yeah, good stuff to look forward to. Cannot wait for Resident Evil and what they've got to show. Just I cannot wait, man. I'm so pumped, dude. I'm so pumped. so pumped. And then of course we got like the Medium coming out next week, right? next week is when it comes out,
It's
or is
the
it the week
28th.
after? The
I think
28th.
it's the
So
week
the
after.
following week.
Yep.
So 2 weeks. Okay, so we got that to look forward to. Hopefully that game is good. I mean, either way, we'll be checking it out because it'll be on Game Pass. So
yeah, GP baby.
Yeah, and then we got a lot of good stuff coming out in the coming weeks. Right between like Little Nightmares and then Mario, so a lot of good stuff to look forward to.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate everyone that has been watching live. Appreciate everyone that's been downloading the show. Like Nick said at the top of the show, we've got our third giveaway going on for the month of January. It's a $50 Microsoft Xbox code, however you want to say it. Just go to Gaming WT Bros on Twitter and look at our pinned tweet to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we'll probably be doing a React video live stream on Thursday for the showcase or for the Resident Evil gameplay reveal.
Mm-hmm.
So check that out. And Nick, is there anything else you want to talk about, or is that it?
Hey, just everyone have a great week.
Yeah.
Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful week. And we will see you next Sunday.
Yeah, if you're in a major city or something, stay safe because it's going to be probably pretty crazy on Wednesday with the inauguration.
Forgot about that.
Hopefully there's just tons of security. I know a lot of like Airbnbs are suspending stuff around DC just because there's been a lot of people that are coming in just that have been crazy. So just stay safe out there.
Yeah,
that's all I can really say is if just be safe because it's who knows what's going to happen. I mean, maybe it'll be a pretty nice transition. It won't be as crazy as it seems, but from all the things that have been leading up to this moment, it's been ridiculous. So just stay safe, and we will see you guys next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.